Okay, so question 10, right, we have at 0900, Peter traveled from A to B at a constant speed of 80 km per hour. Okay, half an hour later, Timothy traveled from A to B at a constant speed along the same route. After Timothy traveled 240 km, he caught up with Peter. Timothy took 5 hours to travel from city A to B. Find the distance between city A and B. Okay, I'm going to draw city A to city B. So first, okay, like this. I will mark this as A. I will mark this as B. 9 o'clock, Peter traveled from A to B. So I'm going to start at 9 o'clock. 0900. Okay. What happened for Peter? Travel at 80 km per hour. So I also put inside. Okay. Peter. Okay. 80 km per hour. I write it down. So half an hour later means is at 0930. And what happened is Timothy also started from A to B. So also from A go to B. Okay, so it's following the same direction. With this direction, right, he traveled 240 before catching up with Peter. So let's suppose that this is 240 km. And what happened is that they are going to catch up. Means they will meet lah. After that, they say Timothy took 5 hours to travel from A to B. So Timothy from A to B, right, will take 5 hours. Timothy. Okay, what can you do first? You have the speed for Peter, and you know when they meet that time, right, they travel 240 km. So basically, you have the distance and you have the speed. So everybody, what can you find and who can you find? Remember your DST triangle? So if you have the speed, okay, with 80 km per hour, and you have the distance, okay, time, very good. Whose time can you find out? Is it Peter or Timothy? Peter, right? Okay, Peter. This 240 km is not only Timothy travel, okay? When Timothy traveled 240 km, he caught up with Peter. Means Peter also traveled 240 km so that they can meet. So basically, right, from here, what you can do, right, is you find the time for Peter. Time for Peter after traveling the 240 km. To find the time, you need to take distance divided by speed, right? So you will take 240 km, okay, divided by 80 km per hour, and that will give you the time taken is 3 hours to travel this 240 km. If Peter took 3 hours to travel 240 km, what about Timothy? Given the fact that Timothy actually started half an hour later, 2 hours 30 minutes. Do you understand why is it 2 hours 30 minutes? You take 3 hours minus away that half hour that Timothy didn't use. Because Timothy started half hour later. So 3 hours minus half hour is 2.5 hours. Now, if you know the time of Timothy and you know the distance of Timothy, what can you find next? The speed of Timothy. Very good. The speed of Timothy. So how do you find the speed? Speed is distance divided by time. So the distance that Timothy traveled up to the point that they meet is 240 km. Okay, so distance divided by time. The time is 2.5 hours. So you divide it by 2.5 hours. So that will give you Timothy's speed, right, is 96 km per hour. Oh, I should write Timothy, not time, okay? Yeah, so if Timothy's speed is 96 km per hour, Timothy took 5 hours to travel from A to B. What is the distance between city A and B? Now you're finding the distance. You have Timothy's speed is 96 and you have the time is 5 hours. Yeah, so to find the distance, right, you take the speed times time. So you take 96 km per hour, you times the time of 5 hours. That will give you 480 km. So 480 km for question 10.